Chris here for Cosmic Rage, bringing you another production update. So it's been a couple weeks since we've talked last, and the reason for that is I've just kind of been doing a little bit of adulting over the past couple weeks. So just got some things coming up this fall yet. I was just at a one-day convention. I have another one coming up. I have a work retreat, some family in town. So it was just kind of a good week and weekend to just kind of clamp down and get some of the stuff that you kind of typically have to do in the fall before winter. Getting rid of, or not, I shouldn't say getting rid of, cleaning up like our gardens, for instance, and stuff like that. So, so I just decided to kind of just bite the bullet and just commit about a week to getting that stuff done. And I do need to be better about just letting you guys know that. So my apologies on that, and I'm going to work to get better at that. So, so let's kind of just jump into everything. I mentioned that I was at a convention this past weekend. It was just a one-day convention that we've been kind of having in kind of East River, South Dakota. So it was a nice chance to go and meet friends and meet, friends of friends. And, I shared a panel there. Was a nice kind of, icebreaker or tool to kind of meet more people, because they tend to kind of ask you questions and talk afterwards. So it's just a nice chance to, talk about nerdy stuff and animation and things like that. So it was a lot of fun. I've actually missed the past couple of years that they've had this one just because it's so late in the fall and that's kind of when things are wrapping up. They had a really nice setup. They had a couple panel rooms. They had a really nice big open vendor and artist alley area. So I definitely would love to go back next year. So, and then I also have NebraskaCon coming up in November too as well. That should be the final one, I believe, for the year. So unless there's another just kind of one day event that pops up. In terms of everything else, so I want to give you guys a quick update on episode 2 and where we were at in terms of production. So if you take a look at this sheet here, and this is just going to become kind of like a production tracker that I'm going to have for the purpose of sharing these videos with you guys. So you can see that I got the 12 scenes, and those are mostly kind of the 12 scenes that make up episode 2. And you can see that I'm about done with 2/3 of them. Scene 8's a little bit longer, and that one's almost done. It's got a couple things to clean up. So, yeah, like I said, about 2/3 of the way done, and I'm aiming to be done with those by the end of the week. With those thumbnails, you can see that I have the 3 tabs on top. The thumbnails, those are just kind of rough sketches, just kind of get an idea of what's going on in the scene, what characters are in there, compositions, things like that. Storyboards are where I'm going to get into doing a little bit more, not necessarily fleshed out drawings, but there'll be more, there'll be kind of more of a sense of space and more of a sense of movement as to what's going on in those scenes. So it's not, it's not just just a background with like characters walking in and out of frame or something like that. That'll show a little bit more of like kind of the camera movements and the characters moving around and interacting and stuff in frames. And then of course the animatic is where that gets timed out. So just want to give you guys an idea so you know what you're looking at as we kind of dig into more of this stuff on episode 2. So so other than that, I'm just kind of working on shoring up a couple other things on kind of the backside of like the website and things like that, which to be blunt is just kind of like marketing type stuff that I'm trying to get into to find out more ways to kind of market Cosmic Rage and things like that. So I definitely look forward to learning more about that. I just kind of started a new book, so I don't really have anything mind-blowing yet to share, but I do look forward to sharing stuff with you as I kind of find it out. So, but yeah, that's not really anything that they kind of push you in art school or anything like that. So you kind of do all your marketing and stuff on your own. So, but yeah, other than that, so that's kind of about it. So yeah, just kind of keep pushing on thumbnails, and then video coming later this week on the script for episode 2, which will give you guys a little bit of kind of an inside look as to kind of what's coming up in that second episode. So, yeah, other than that, feel free to comment below, subscribe, and let me know if you guys have any questions. All right, talk again soon.